Hi, this is MJ. I would like to share with you that the drivers and driver safety are somewhat related to economics. So consider if there are so many hours we spend in traffic every day, our life is very unproductive. It brings economic consequences down. On the other hand, if you were to look at the number of deaths that happen because of lack of safety, it brings a national loss. So I hypothesized, and then on that hypothesis researched, is there a relationship between economics and between economics and the driver safety? Upon deeper research, we found out, yes, there is. There is a research study done by a group of app developers who looked at 50 million drivers who rated top 10 and top worst countries with driving experiences. And what we found out, the top 10 countries, their GDP per capita is average $37,000 per year. On the other hand, the bottom 10 countries with driving experiences, their average GDP per capita per year is only $14,000. So it is not a cause and effect relationship, but definitely economics and driver safety are somewhat related. Based on this, what we found out, what causes the driver safety, what causes the interesting driving situation to take place. And one of those is investments. Whether the investment is in infrastructure or the investment is in technology, definitely it helps. So Chinese have done immense job in building infrastructure over last 25 years, and that has resulted in enormous improvement in driver safety. Also, on the other hand, it can be determined if technology is used, whether it's for surveillance, it is for education, it's simulation, deep data analytics to perform predictive patterns on traffic. That results in better outcomes and increased driver safety. Finally, the biggest answer remains that driver safety is the best when there is sufficient training. So the impact of training cannot be minimized. Adequate training means better driver outcome. Based on this, we leave 3 questions for you. And the questions are related to driver safety. The first question is, there are many stakeholders. There's the government, there is the people, there are police, there are industries, there are financial institutions, there are all these stakeholders in driver safety. I use the financial institutions because they insure the drivers. I use industry because industry uses the drivers as employees, as employers, and the rest. So there's so many stakeholders. Do they all understand the importance of training? Do they all understand and appreciate the impact of driver safety on economics? That's important to understand. The second important question that is to be answered is, if there is to be an investment in infrastructure, how do we get appropriate returns? And there are a number of things that are, whether from research, from using mechanisms of phase development and others, they have to be well understood and researched, because adequate investment will ensure a high outcome on driver safety. And finally, I would leave you all to answer an important question, which is, how is technology changing the world of drivers? Going forward, can artificial intelligence be used for improving driver safety, or with advanced technologies, drivers are not even going to be required? We see so much experiment being done in the world without drivers' cars. If that's coming, is this redundant? Will it improve our quality of life? Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, this is MJ. I'm working with Sir Jing Zhe for the program, and I'm very privileged to work with them, and I appreciate audience in working with me and listening to my talk. Thank you.
Okay. 那个我们再来一遍，开始 ，Action.
Hi, this is MJ. I'm working with Xing on the program on transportation, and I am very privileged to work with them. Thank you very much for listening to me.
OK。
Action.
Hello, ni hao. I'm Rolf Thomasen. I'm from Sweden, and I'm here to talk about talking.
No problem. Continue.
Okay. Hello, I'm Rolf Thomasen. I'm from Sweden. I'm here to talk a little about driving safety. We are in Sweden a very secure people, and we are taught from very early on how to drive when weather is bad. Our rules in Sweden are so that when you get a driving license, you have to learn how to drive in bad weather. That's why most of Swedish people, when they become bad weather, they don't drive off the roads. The rules are for Sweden that when you get your driving license, you have to take a class in how to drive bad road. And there are special places where you go, where they make special roads that are with slippery surfaces, and then when they put water off, the car will fall off the road if you're not careful, and you will train and train and train until you can drive in this area, this weather type, and drive good. So when you finish the classes, you are ready to go and drive in snow, ice, whatever type of weather. I actually used it myself, the skills, just a few months back when I was driving in Sweden from my home city to visit a friend, and suddenly there was a rainstorm. I was doing 110 on the motorway, and there was so much water on the road that it felt like I was doing a ship. The car was moving back and forward, but even though the rules, the skills I get at the risk classes taught me, and I kept my car on the road. I had a car passing me, and he was doing like this around because he didn't follow the teachings, and he went in the ditch. So take the classes in risk management so you never fall off the road, and when it is bad weather, put the speed down. It is very important you don't do too fast when it is bad road, and always keep your braking distance. Where I live, we live in the north, so in the winter time we have lots of snow. The rules in Sweden also is when you have snow, you have to have winter tires. There are special tires designed for doing snow, or you have tires with ice metal pegs to help driving in the snow. If you come as a foreigner with summer tires, you will just fall off the road always. But when you have winter tires, you can drive safely in the snow. All the sweet snow, then when the snow comes and it becomes really big snow, you will put down the speed. You will make extra distance to the people in front of you, because the snow makes also visibility down. And suddenly something will jump in front of you, or the car in front of you will brake, and you need the braking distance. So everybody knows, drive safely, make distance, and slow down. You want to come home for coffee.
Action.
I am Jinchitra Rolf.
3, 2, 1, action.
I am Jinchitra Rolf. Thank you. 谢谢.
Again. OK.
Yeah, yeah.
智行者。
智行者。
I am Jinchitra Rolf. 谢谢.
Action.
Hi, my name is Paul Janssen. I'm from Strategic Analytics Team Limited. We're based in the UK. We've been operating for a little over 1 year. Before I started the business, I was a senior manager for Shell, working in Iraq, looking after some of their logistics operations. Our business currently extends across Canada, the UK, Europe. We do some work in Iraq, Qatar and Oman, and we also have some operations in India. The course of our business looks after things like driver training, road safety, and we also have specialists who look after load consolidation. We look after analytics of data and how that data works. And we take all of that information and help businesses grow and improve. Hi, I'm Paul Johnson. I used to be a manager for Shell, working on their logistics operations in different parts of the world. I set up Strategic Analytics Team in 2016, and we're a logistics operational expertise management company, working with small to medium-sized enterprises, as well as large multinational corporations in many parts of the world. Okay. Strategic Analytics Team looks at data sets and analyzes the data sets that are taken from telematics systems located in vehicles. We'll take that over a 3-month period, and then we look at that data to Strategic Analytics Team looks at data sets and the information that we can get from it. That's from telematics systems that are based inside the vehicles. Using that data that we take for over a 3-month period, we can then use that to understand the driver's behaviour while they're out on the road. This is really important because it allows us to see whether the driver is speeding, braking harshly, and we can then use that in his additional training to improve the behaviours that he's adopted. This then takes away those speeding behaviours and harsh braking events, and overall for the company that will then reduce the hazard that the driver is presenting on the road. It will encourage the driver to drive in a more courteous manner and making it safe for other road users. An additional benefit for companies will be that they will save fuel, and that in turn is much better for the environment. Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to Je sais je. No. Yes? Je sais je.
Yeah, you got it.
Je sais je. Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to Je sais je.